Hi guys. So I wanted to make a video today and I was kind of drawing a blank on what kind of video I wanted to make. I'm sorry, there is a huge glare behind me. I'm gonna swivel, put myself at a different desk here. Oh shoot, that desk is full of stuff. Okay, just kidding. You guys, there is a lot of light behind me. I promise I am not an angel. That was a stupid thing to say. Okay, anyways, I wanted to make a video about how I make my dashboards on Canva. Um, and I already have kind of an idea of what I want to make. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a dashboard that I've made previously just because I like the size of the dashboard and I want to be able to tell you like what size I use. So I'm going to go into Canva and I'm going to make a copy of this. Open it. And I want to say, first of all, I am whatever the opposite of an expert is. I am that when it comes to Canva. I still have so much to learn about Canva and how to use it. This is really just me stumbling my way around Canva. So, yeah. So I'm going to do a winter animal dashboard set. And so this is the set that I made for like fall, Thanksgiving. And I'm going to ungroup this here so that I can show you the size of the dashboard that I use. Let me move my picture here. So the size dashboard I use is 6.8 by 3.25. And I found that when I didn't make it exactly 7 inches wide, it fits a lot better like in a standard envelope. So I did it 6.8 to give like the teeniest amount of wiggle room. So I think what I'm going to do is go through, I'm going to go through and delete everything that's not that first box because I'm going to use that as my template. Just delete these. Okay. So for this set, I'm going to delete this and I'm going to change the shape I use here. So we're going to start with just this really basic shape. I think it was just a rectangle or a square, and I went in and used this corners to round the corners. And, you can round them to your preference. Some people like, the pointed corners. I typically prefer to have them rounded, even if it's just like a very slight rounding. So I'm going to just round them really slightly for this one. And I'm going to go in and change the color as well. And I think because this is going to be like a wintry color, I'm going to look at these gradients and see if there's any that I like. I really enjoy using like gradients. This one's kind of nice. I'm always a little like cautious about the colors that I choose because I tend to have like my laptop set at dark mode all the time because it's easier on my eyes, and I'm always nervous that the colors that I choose are not going to come across correctly or like how I see it when it's printed or when other people use it. So I don't want green. I'm really focusing on these like dusky blues, and I kind of like this one. I almost feel like I really like this one too. It's got that like purpley blue vibe to it. This one's a little bit too green. And honestly, we don't have to use a gradient. I just like them. Oh, this one's nice. It's like a gray. I think I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to try this one for now and see how I like it going forward. I'm also going to add this here. And I think I'm going to do this. And I'll explain why I have it kind of like off-centered in just a second. So obviously not going to keep this green. I'm going to change it. Let's see, what color do I want it to be? This is kind of like an off-white. Let's see what it looks like just white. It's not awful. I mean, it's very bright. What if I move transparency down a little bit so it's some of that blue shows through? I kind of like that. Okay. So okay, I do like that. Now, to make this a winter animal theme, I'm going to upload a folder of artwork that I got from CreativeFabrica. Sorry, I have lots of CreativeFabrica folders on here, but this is the one I'm going to work with today. Let's see. Takes a little bit for these to load, but once I open this folder, we should start seeing the animals in here. Oh, some of these are just so cute. Oh, I'm so glad I went with like the bluish gray, because it looks like blue is a pretty common theme in some of these. Okay, so I'm going to add this hedgehog as my number 1 character. And I want him to kind of block part of this because I like the idea that he's like standing in front of it. Let's see. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that I can actually really look and see. And obviously I'm going to change this one. Why did I... Let's change the color first. I like the red in his scarf. And if I use this here, it tells me, it kind of pulls out colors from this image and lets me use those. Why is it not changing that? Sometimes I have to do it that way. Ooh, that's cute. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. I want to make sure that this one is like centered. Let's do... Okay. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. So it's in the center of this dashboard. Now, to make multiples of these, I'm just going to duplicate. I'm going to zoom back out here a second. I want to make sure I can fit them all on the same page. So let's move these together a little bit. Okay, so, and then we can just go in 2, 3, and I might change the font of these as well. I'm not like super fond of the font. Like, I love this font, but not for this specific set. Now, to change the image, they make it really simple in that all you have to do is just like drag and drop it. Isn't that so easy and cute? Now you do want to go in and double check because see, this reindeer is a little bit bigger than our hedgehog. So he kind of falls off of the dashboard. Let's see, I do want him to take up like a lot of room on here, but let's bring his feet really close to the bottom. And then his antlers have some room to grow there. Okay. Oh no. So I think to me that looks pretty good. His antlers are just so close to the top there that and I know that there are other ways to resize these. I personally like to just play with them and see what my brain thinks looks the best. Now this one, sorry, you guys might not be able to see my face because I'm just like getting as close as I can to my laptop screen. But if you zoom in before I change that, you could see that this like snow that she's standing on was hanging off of the dashboard, which is not a big deal because if you cut these out, you can cut that part off. But just visually for me, I like making sure that they're all like within the bounds. Okay, so now that we have these first three done, we can just duplicate this page, and I'm going to make 6 envelopes. So now I just need to go through and update the words and the animals. So I like this owl. I think he's very handsome. And then, oh, this guy's cute. Can't tell if he's like a seal. And what else do we have? Should we do the penguin or should we do... I like the little penguin. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's drop him here. So now I'm going to zoom back in so that I can make sure these 2 top guys actually fit. Okay. Just scoot up a little. I think I want him a little bit more off to the side of that 4. It's difficult to do this with my laptop mouse, but it gets the job done. So I'm going to do the same thing. I think this is like a walrus or a seal. Do the same thing with him. Make sure that he fits in there well. And I think the little penguin guy is perfectly situated. So I'm going to leave him there. Now, this could be done. You could just download and print this. I'm going to update the font of these. So I'm going to check one of my favorites first, which is this one, The Seasons. It's good font. I don't know that I particularly like it in this situation. So let's just look at some of these other ones. I'm going to look at handwriting. And I like playpen, but not... That's a nice one. How about this one? Ooh, I kind of like that. We'll look at this one too. Make it really fancy. Or like, oof, that's a little bit sloppy. But in certain situations, like if something is kid themed, making like sloppy handwriting could be nice. Um, I like this font. Let's see. Sorry if you guys can hear my washing machine running. This one is very fancy. I kind of like that, but I don't think for this situation. Okay, so let's go back because I think I really liked this one. I think it fits well for like the theme. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Alt 1 and it's going to bring up all the layers that are here. So I'm going to hit 3. I'm going to hold down Shift and then hit, oop, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, okay. Alt 1, select 3, hold down Control, and then also select 2. And then we can go in and change this font to match number 1. And we can do the same thing again with the next page. So Alt 1, we're going to select 6, hold down Control, select 5, hold down Control and select 4. And we will change this font. Now you can go in and just make sure, I like to make sure that they're like centered on the page. Sometimes when you've got like longer words, even when you center it, it might not necessarily look centered. Like to me, because this 3 takes up so much more space than like the other 2 words on this page, it doesn't look centered, but it is. So these should all be centered. Yeah, I think, oof, I just noticed that this owl is very close to this 4, so I'm going to size him down a little bit. Just a little, so that he fits better there. And then I'm going to zoom out and kind of take a look at the set as a whole. And I personally love it. I think it looks really cute. And from there, you can download it, you can print it. I'm going to download this as a printable PDF, and then I'm going to put it on my Ko-fi, so that my members can, or so that everyone can get it for free, because I'm going to post this as a free item on my Ko-fi. So sorry, my brain stopped working there for a second. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. This kind of thing is really fun for me, and I don't know, I still have so much to learn when it comes to Canva. I'm sure there are ways to do everything I just did much easier, but for me, like, figuring things out along the way makes my brain happy. So yeah, if you guys like this kind of video, please let me know. If you guys are new to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe if this is the kind of content you would like to see. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for today. Thank you guys so much if you stuck around, and I hope to see you all soon. All right, guys, see you next time.